What is going on, guys? DBG here, and in this video I'm going to be doing a squad builder, but it's an extremely OP ADIDAS player squad builder that's a total of 75k MT. You heard me right, 75k MT. One of these cards 2 weeks ago would have been about 60k, and the other, until these packs came out, was way above that 75k mark. So anyway, this team is really nice value. Obviously there are a lot of other players you can pick up, but in my opinion this is almost the best you can get, because an awful lot of the players that are signed by Adidas are point guards, which was a little bit tricky to deal with. Not a lot of great wings, but I still think I made a really nice team for 75k. Like, this team would have been considered a god squad 2 months ago. At the point guard we have got AMETHYST Damian Lillard. This card is actually 30k right now. 30k, and he's he's definitely better than Steph Curry's Amethyst. So he only comes with 4 bronze badges, which is a little bit annoying. But if you look at these stats, 94 driving layup, 90 open shot mid, 90 off dribble, 95 contested shot 3, 96 open shot 3, and 95 off dribble shot 3. Once he gets to the basket, he has a 96 free throw, as well as a 97 draw foul, meaning he's going to draw a ton of fouls. He's a decent passer. On defense, he's not good, but not the worst. 73 lateral quickness, not great. 73 on-ball defense IQ, not great. But he actually felt a lot better for some reason. So he's not going to be a great defensive point guard, but a really great offensive point guard. What sets him apart from Curry is probably the fact that he has got an 85 driving dunk, and he dunks really well. He's got speed with ball 92, acceleration 93, speed 90, which is really good for a point guard. And for 30k, you can't get much better right now. At the 2, we've got a player that would have been 65k around that 2 weeks ago, but now I picked him up for 19k earlier. I know I picked him up for 19, and there was the other cheapest thing was 23k, but it's James Harden's Amethyst. This card comes with a Hall of Fame tireless score, which is a really nice badge to have. It was 6 gold badges. I know his diamond is only about 35k right now, but there's so little difference between them, and the Amethyst is like 20k or less, depending on when you're looking at him. So stats wise, so James Harden 6'5", 99 offensive overall. As most of you know, with intangibles, he is actually a 96 overall. But he's got a 75 post fadeaway, 95 open shot mid, 95 open shot 3, really good contested, really nice ball control. I know there's a shoe put on him, but it's still over 90, which is really nice. Offensive and defensive rebound of 80 and 86, meaning you can probably play him to 3 and he'll do okay. Block 53, not great. On-ball defense IQ 70, meaning he will be a little bit of a liability. But to be honest, I think he scores better than most players, so it's kind of worth having him as a poor defender. Like, on a god squad, he'd be a perfect player to just have in your squad as a 6th man, to just throw on and torch people. At the 3, we have got my favorite player in this squad, who I picked up for 10k MT. Yes, 10k MT. And it is Andrew Wiggins Amethyst. Wiggins, you can pick up his Ruby. His Amethyst is not that much better than his Ruby, and his Ruby's at 3k right now. But his Amethyst I picked up for 10k, such a good card. Look at these stats in the game I played with. 11 points per game. I played a few other games offline and just don't know why the stats aren't there, but he literally shot 100% from everywhere. His release is so nice from 3, and if you look at these stats, post fadeaway 77, open shot mid of 89, open shot 3 of 85, and unlike his Ruby and Sapphire, he has a good off dribble shot 3. 84 free throw, not a great rebounder, not a great block, really nice defender, 95 driving dunk, really fast, and a really good card. For 10k, he's probably the best value small forward you can get right now. At the 4, we have got one of my other kind of favorite players in this squad. It's an Adidas athlete. It's not an Amethyst, but it's an Emerald, and I assume you all know who I'm putting in, and it's Emerald Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis, like, you'll see my stats, 11 points as well in the game I played. Such a nice card. 7'3", he can score inside, he can score outside. Because he's got a high block rating, he's going to play really nice defense inside. At the 5, we've got a player I said I was going to try out, and I just picked him up for 2000 MT, and it's a Sapphire center, and it is Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez's stats are absolutely insane offensive wise. One thing a lot of people say is, oh, his rebounding is really poor. Like 78 is not great, but if you use him, he actually rebounds quite well. Even though he's not the best defender in real life, he has a 93 block, an 88 low post defense IQ, which is really, really good. So unlike his Emerald, where his Emerald just couldn't rebound or defend, he can. Not the fastest, but this is really where he excels. So he's got an 84 free throw, I mean, he can hit them. He's got an 85 post fadeaway, 90 post hook, open shot mid of 90, and open shot 3 of 88 with a nice enough release. A really good stretch 5 to have, and if he's left open, he's going to hit an awful lot of his shots. Off the bench at the point guard, I have a player that you can't buy right now, and it's Jeremy Lin, but there are 2 other point guards in this squad that you can use. There's a lot of players like Sapphire, Ricky Rubio that's quite cheap. If you can't afford this Damian Lillard, you can use his Ruby. There's an awful lot of point guards in this ADIDAS collection, so Kyle Lowry's another one. But anyway, at the 2, we have actually got he's less than 1,000 coins, but it's an Onyx because I really don't want to buy him. I'm just using him for this squad, and he was okay. It's Harrison Barnes. Like, not a bad card, not a great card, but he's only about 1,000 coins, and there are very few good wings that are sponsored by ADIDAS that are in these packs, so yeah, that's the only reason he's in there. At the 3, we have got a player that's not in those packs, but he is a player that is sponsored by ADIDAS, and it is Corey Brewer, his dropping 50s card. I actually still really like this card, and he's still like between 1,500 and 2k MT, and he's like, I wouldn't buy him, but it's still like, he's not a bad card. Nothing exceptional, but not awful. At the 4 off the bench, we have got a center, one of my favorite centers, and it is Joel Embiid Emerald. Yes, I could use his Sapphire, but I really like his Emerald, and his Emerald has dropped to like, his Sapphire is like 8k and his Emerald is 2k, and I think his Emerald's better value, and also if I bought his Sapphire, the squad would go above 75k, so I kind of can't do that. At the 5, we have got one of my least favorite players in the team, and it's Dwight Howard. I packed this card, like 6'11", not great inside, not a good free throw, 50, decent rebounder, doesn't even have a good block. Like, Dwight Howard's card is really not good in this game. I know there probably are a few good versions of Dwight Howard, but this version isn't good. Last 3 spots off the bench, we have got point guard, Sapphire. We have got one of my favorite Sapphire point guards in the game, Derrick Rose, who's going for about 1,500 MT right now. He's got really good mid-range shot of 89, good free throw, and his speed is exceptional. 95 speed with ball, really nice card. We also have another Sapphire point guard, and it's Sapphire John Wall. You could definitely get his Ruby. His Sapphire I picked up for 1,700 MT, and his Ruby's going for about 6k. Ruby's is much better defender, but offensively they are identical, so I just decided to go with the Sapphire because I think they're very, very similar. And last spot off the bench is an all-star card. It's power forwards, Ruby, and it is Kenneth Faried. So Kenneth Faried is a solid enough player. Like, he gets a lot of rebounds because he's got gold hustle rebounder, good rebounding stats. He's quite athletic, he dunks on everybody, can't really shoot, can hit a mid-range shot if he's open, can hit some free throws, but a really nice rebounder, 78 block, his block feels better than that. He's a good defender, and just a player that I had in the field of squad. Good dunker, but he's slow enough that he's not going to dunk on anyone. So anyway, this is the team. I know the bench is very weak, but the starters are good enough that you should have a big enough lead that they'll be able to just hold on. So anyway, now let's get on to the highlights. So this team is very, very solid. Like Damian Lillard, James Harden, two incredible offensive players. The way I would advise you to use a team like this is to replace Harden with anyone on the bench. Someone like, I don't know, replace him with Wall and then put Harden in on the bench. It basically means that you're gonna have, because you're offensively, you can run everything through Lillard and Wiggins. Having a third offensive oriented player isn't really going to make that much of a difference. So it means that you've strengthened up the bench, while just meaning that you've got one less option on the court, but you also have the extra speed in John Wall. So that's the way I'd kind of run the team. I think it's going to be most effective. But if you like a top heavy team or you play most of your game for starters, I tend to play my starters and bench almost equal minutes in the first half, and then play the starters a little bit more in the bench in the second half, but everyone's different. So anyway, that's the video. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Once again.